Hello, my name is VSin, and this is a snapshot of Demon Gaze. Now this game came out on April the 22nd, 2014 for the PlayStation Vita in North America. And one thing of note about the publisher, not the development studio, NIS has put a ton of stuff out already, but it's Kadokawa. Just because I released this video so late, I now get to call them the studio that bought out FromSoft. And this is literally their very first attempt at publishing a game in North America. So yeah, they decided to take a niche game from a niche studio, publish it to a niche platform in a nation that, well, Japan doesn't normally publish it to. Okay. Also, if you can hear in the background, that's Vocaloid. That's a Vocaloid's track for some reason, which is nice for licensing, I guess, but whatever. Anyways, options. Only thing of note down here is English-Japanese voice options. It's NIS. They good on these guys. They always provide you the English-Japanese voice toggle. I will say that in general, the English voice acting is completely acceptable in this game. That's why I have it set to English. If it wasn't, I would be listening to Japanese. Also, I just find it interesting that they actually did keep the Japanese text in this game, which I will not show you because otherwise I will not be able to navigate properly. But still. So good on these guys. Anyways, onward to the actual game. I've been at this for just under 8 hours. Honestly, it's been longer than 8 hours from all the deaths I've had to bosses, but still. So let's get out of this menu. Onwards to this one. This is the Inn. The Inn is the... Normally people would call this a hub city, but this is actually a hub building. So starting with the first floor. Entrance is head out into the world. Also save and load options. You head out and do a dungeon sort of thing. Hall is where you accept quests. And then Bath. Bath, I'm just going to show off a bit of character customization here. Talk is just you chat to the guy. Change. Let's change my main character. So what you have here is the looks customization. You can basically, you have just 45 preset sprites that you can toggle between. You have 22 male, 23 female. As for the designs, well, I guess it's all fantasy, as in every single male pandering fantasy on the planet. Like yeah, apparently this is supposed to be a guy, but whatever. As well as all the female ones with, you know, double D, triple D, like F-cup breasts and all that good stuff. Either way, though, the look doesn't actually have any impact on the character whatsoever. It's not like it's tied to class. The entire look customization is just there to basically label them as icons. Because you can just see on the right side, you have all the different icons. That's really about as much as the customization does. It also vaguely changes the voice act, the little like grunts and yells in battle, but it's so unnoticeable even among the different tones. Like, they have like 45 different voices for the grunts and yells, but it's just there for labeling purposes. Basement, first real mechanic here. Storage is your storage system. You put stuff in storage. Revive is also if one of your party members revives, as long as you still have one person left, you can run back to the inn, revive them for a fee. Ether mill, for lack of a better term, is the upgrade and salvage system. Essentially, what you do is you can... Let's find an item here. So I'm going to salvage my round shield because it nukes my... Now I'll sacrifice the water undies. So all you have to do is you press X on it, and there, you get more ether. You can see that the amount of ether is listed on the right side, so undies, or pair of boobs. Ether 23, that means I have 23 ether right now. Now, when I go to strengthen, let's go equipment, chain undies, let's see. Let's get some better equipment for, Eldracity, healing undies. So you can see Ether 23 on the right, then used 8. Press X on the healing undies. And you can see it'll quickly consume the Ether. And you can see at the bottom there, on the bottom right corner, next to the armor symbol, you can see the 5. That shows that, hey, I upgraded the armor a little bit. That's basically how it goes. As far as I can tell, the boost per single use of this is fairly minor. So again, pay attention to the 87 under the word heavy. Oh shit. Different item. Okay, let's shield then. Now pay attention to the armor and evasion values. You see, it's all this is doing is increasing armor by 1. In this case, I think from +2 to +3 it increases by 2. So this is increasing it by 2. Well, whatever, it's a kite shield. Still, it increases by small intervals. Early on, this costs no money whatsoever. Later, in later upgrades, the game has told me that it will charge me more money, but like this is at Battle Tunic +9, and I still haven't been charged for anything yet. So whatever. Either way, it's like very small incremental upgrades, and you will probably be tossing your crappy equipment later on. This second floor is where you put all your party members. Menu is the same for everyone, so I'm just going to look at vSyn. Check party, demon keys. Demon keys these are your demon keys. These are the demons that be... Let me try that again. These are the demon bosses you face in the world. Comet is the tutorial boss, and Mars, Kronos, Hermes. As your main character levels up, you will gain the ability to equip more of these demons at any given moment. What these demons will do, as you can see in the description, is they have a passive effect and as well as open demon. So the passive effect in this case, you can see that, for example, Mars will increase attack power, Kronos will increase defense power and protect from floor damage, Hermes will increase hit and evasion as well as basically whether or not you attack first in a battle, and Comet is mostly for looking at secret stuff. So in this case, I've leveled up enough. I can equip 2. At the later point, you can also equip 3, I believe. Let me just double check that. Let's quickly go. You can use L and R to change characters here. So this is your main character class info. I love this window. It's like, yes, I don't have to check a wiki for anything, but regardless, special double slot. This is at level 10. I get 2 slots. Triple slot at level 20. Do I have a quad slot? These are artifact Jupiter Bane. Nope. So I guess you can only equip up to 3 at once. So far, I only have 4 demons. So either way. Now let's see, furniture. What is furniture? Well, it's supposed to be room customization. At least that's what they call it. But in reality, this is just an equipment slot. It really is. It's an equipment slot that will give you various stats. Possibly other passives. It doesn't actually give you stuff like armor, hit, evasion. But it, like you can see your miss +1, agility +2. You put this piece of piece of furniture in the room, and they will gain these stats. Basically like it's a piece of equipment. The only difference is that you have to return back to the inn if you want to change it. That's about it. Read book. These are just a whole bunch of different prompts. Like these are help screen, monster log, all the different monsters you've killed, and little descriptions of them and stuff like that. Map book is also, if you want to look at what the map looks like, so let's take a look at Red City. This is the explored area that I've seen so far, etc. Battle log is also just statistics. How many have you killed? How many have you hit? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Up to the 3rd floor. You have the manager's room, Lorna's room, item shop, weapon shop. Manager's room, the main thing apart from story events is that what you do is you rent rooms and you register party members. Renting rooms is pretty damn expensive. 10,000 gold, I only have 4,000. So yeah. It gets pretty pricey. Renting a room, you can have up to 5 rooms in total, including your own. That means 5 party members. Register just means find another character. Move, to show this menu, it shows that you can have a total of 7 party members total, with 4 assigned to the party itself. Bleh. That kind of dragged on a little bit, but yeah, you basically can only have up to 4 if you want. 4. You can have up to 7, but if you want more, then you have to unregister them. And of course, you grind them the usual. Now, about the shops, I'm going to ignore Lorna's room because that's spoilers all over it. It's basically only there for story reasons unless something changes about it later. Anyways, item shop and weapon shop. Item shop will sell you consumable items and stuff. Weapon shop will sell you weapons and armor. But I found the weapon shop to be mostly useless. Like, apart from very early on in the game, if you're looking for, say, water undies to take on Mars, or if you're looking for, say, the healing staff, or something like that. Apart from that, you will never use the weapon shop for anything. Everything goes into the item shop. Shoot, that was a vast. Anyways, you can buy weapons, buy items. Buy weapons doesn't really do much. The only thing of note is that this elven stuff is also used for a quest, so you'll eventually want to buy it. Accessories, they both have accessories, but again, you won't actually be buying these here for a reason I'll show you when I get to the dungeon section. Buy item. Items are actually useful. There are a whole bunch of different ones, like they deal damage, heal HP, and stuff. The main ones, though, I want to concentrate on are the God Liquor and Whiskey revive items, as well as this item trading 2 at the bottom. I still haven't bought it yet, but essentially, artifacts are things that you actually want to buy. But other than that, revive items, you will probably need a couple of them eventually when you're running around a dungeon. Where the heck was the other one? Where's the mirror? Not Angel Mirror. I hate navigating this menu. Mirror of Return, there we go. In case your main character does have a built-in ability to return you back to the inn, but you will probably want a couple of these if you don't want to run backwards through an entire flippin' dungeon. Other than that, though, most of the items will get overridden. Like, honestly, all the heal items will get overridden by the healing staff, which I'll show you in a bit. The cure items, you generally gain enough of them in a dungeon to not need them, and everything else is taken care of by the healer, so. Gems, on the other hand, gems are what you do with demon circles. These things are the reason why the weapon shop is useless, actually. Basically, you put these onto a gem circle in the dungeon, and you can place up to 3. And if you, say, for example, place a sword gem, what will always happen is that after you fight the monster that comes out of the gem circle, you will always obtain a sword of some description. It'll be random, but it'll be of higher quality than the shop, stuff you can't get in the shop, and occasionally it'll be partly upgraded. For example, I somehow managed to get an Undies +8 from a gem circle this early on in the game. So that's where most of these do. You also have these gems at the bottom that increase increase the strength of the enemy, mostly for experience reasons, as well as stuff like drop artifacts or increase the number of gems that the monster will drop and stuff like that. Furniture, you can also buy furniture from this guy, which is one of the reasons why it's useful, because unlike weapons, you cannot hard spawn a whole crap ton of furniture, at least not that I've seen yet. So you will actually find this guy useful. I just haven't bought any yet, because of one other thing. Room. Not rent. Where the talk? Check rent.
Oh.
Now, the rent system is basically every single time you come back from a dungeon, you have to pay rent. In this case, I believe it's dependent on the total level of your party. So when you start off at level 1, you pay 20 gold rent. But later on, over time, as you gain more party, gain more levels, your rent will gradually increase every single time you return to the inn. It's an artificial gold sink. But what this means is you don't actually want to be spending down to 0 all the time. You want to have at least some money left so you can pay the rent. As far as I can tell, there's no actual penalty to not paying rent. But you do get bonuses for paying the rent repeatedly. Alright, enough ranting about crap. Let's get off into a dungeon of some sort. Let's see. Do I go to Red City? Star Curtain? Let's do Star Curtain, because I think it's a better representation of the way the game mechanics work. You can also connect to the network to receive these. I already have a bunch on the card, but let's just receive a couple quickly. Be very apparent what these things are. You can see these bits of paper on the ground. Press circle to open them, and they are gazer memos. If you've ever heard someone say, oh, this game is like Dark Souls, this is the entire reason why people think this is like Dark Souls. Because people online can drop notes on the ground for everybody to read. Core difference, though, is that... Let's see if I can find one. You can see how there are now 2 notes from maybe 2 different people or not. You want 2, 1, and I haven't memorized where all these notes are. But some of these are like 6 notes, for example. And all those are, you know, stuff people drop on the ground. Some of them are people trying to be dicks, some of them are people trying to be helpful, and stuff like that, the usual spiel. So, enough of this, let's just move around the dungeon. You can move around with the right stick, left stick, and pad. The right stick, the major difference is that it's mostly used to do the side-to-side stepping that you see here, whereas if you try to use the left stick or the pad, you will side-to-side will turn. So if you just don't want to do turn movements at all, that's what you can do. But you notice that I'm constantly hitting the left a lot. I just find that the sticks are too unreliable to use consistently. So let's get into that fight over there. There are also random battles, but if you see one of these icons, you'll walk into it, you can fight them. See a whole bunch of enemies pop up. You have your usual RPG staples: attack, defend, skills, items. You also have the ability to run and demon. Normally I don't use the demon because there's no need to, but let's use it for demonstration purposes. You have open demon as well as the demon actives. You can see what the actives do. They just do stuff. What these will do is they will consume DP. It's the 06 gear thing listed in the top left corner. So for now I'm just going to open demon because otherwise they'll flip out. Let's crack open Mars to make this easier. Now skills, I'm just going to use my AoE skill, concentrate. There are also a bunch of different mostly attack skills where you will have to concentrate first before using the ability. Either way, let's see here. See, Holy Shield, AoE Shield, and just hit something. Then you can open the demon, you start attacking, and you can see everything just resolves in turn while everything happens. You can also just mash X really fast to go past it insanely quickly. There's also a convenient little feature, repeat. All you have to do is press triangle, and it'll just repeat everything you did in the previous turn. And you can also mash the triangle really fast and just get past everything. And you can see, nice and easy. In case you haven't noticed, this is a grindy system because it is a first-person dungeon crawler. What were you expecting? It's grindy. Thankfully, they do actually have mechanics like that to keep you from having to grind too much. Now, let's see here. Where the hell am I trying to go? Let's go up to here. Okay, first of all, when you press square to open up the map, you can actually use the touchscreen feature in order to jump around the map, but I find just that the icons are too small to be accurate with your finger. Like, I guess you could do like the general taps, like, okay, I want to get somewhere over here, for example. Okay, now I'm going to adjust it, but I don't know, it's a pain in the ass. You then press X, it'll calculate the route and it'll start auto-moving. Convenient if you don't want to get RSI from trying to move around these places. However, the reason why I picked this dungeon is for one very particular reason. Let me just quickly cheese past. Or not cheese past. Shoot. Okay, I think I should just be able to mash my way past this, hopefully. If not, then you'll see me get murdered by this mob. Just attacking repeatedly. Come on. Damn, mantises, stop defending your kin. Seriously, you're annoying. Alright. All I'm doing this entire time is just mashing triangle. Also, if you haven't noticed, every single time that you at least perform an action, also occasionally happens whenever when you kill an enemy as well. I think it's just whenever you hit someone, you will gain 1 DP. Also, at random, their demons will occasionally just pop out of nowhere and do stuff for 1 turn and then disappear again. Gain experience, gain items, good stuff. Please don't be difficult. Please don't be difficult. Oh god. When it's a purple icon, then sometimes it can be really difficult. Other times it can just be rabbits. I don't know. It freaks me out because it has a higher probability of being a really pain in the ass enemy. But at the same time, sometimes it's not. Alright, so you can see, if you look at the mini-map, you can see that double arrow symbol. It is basically a thing that, if I just walk straight back into it again, it's a thing that'll forcibly change your camera perspective. See, for example, if I'm moving left on the mini-map, then I step on the square, I'm now moving backwards on the mini-map if I try to move forward again. This is just one of the dungeon gimmicks in this case. A little bit easier if you're up against a T-shaped wall, because then it's like, oh, okay, I can instantly tell where my orientation is, but the 4-way makes it a pain in the ass. It does make it really hard to, get... not that. It does make it really annoying though, because it basically cancels out auto move. Now, before I fight this guy, I want to point one of my gripes out here. It's the camera positioning. Because let me just simply ask you this. How many units is that enemy in front of me? Just based on the camera. Because the first time I saw something like this, I thought, oh, this is guys 2 units in front of me. You know, I'm behind the rim, behind the edge of the path there. That guy seems fairly far off. He seems pretty far off from the wall. Nope. He's 1 unit in front of me. Like, it's very QOL, honestly, but it's just something that really pisses me off about the camera angle in this game. Because if you're manually moving around, especially when you're starting to do this for the you're playing this game for the first time, this can become very annoying to get accustomed to. It is particularly annoying, like when you're, say, getting the crap beaten out of you by a tough enemy and you want to escape the dungeon, but you don't have any escape items left or something like that. Try to get past the dungeon. Then you're just like, oh, okay, I can avoid this guy if I step 1 unit further forward. Nope! Too bad. Have fun getting murdered by this mob of enemies that will probably be too strong for you the first time you run into a situation like that. Thankfully, it's not too difficult for me right now because, you know, I've already cleared this area and these guys are lower level now. I'll just auto-resolve the battle. When you get into a boss fight, you can't auto-resolve like this or you will get murdered horribly, but for common boss fights like this, I really appreciate that you can fast resolve it. Because, you know, this is a grindy game and I don't want to have to sift through every goddamn menu every single time. Also, when you level up, you can increase one of your stats by 1. Let's see. Do I need more vitality right now? I think I do. Oh, right now I'm... Ah, shoot, there's still one more. Okay, I gotta get past this one first. Which way do I need to go again? Down. So, this way. And then... let's head over to the next zone. Go. Alright. And just have this auto-resolve the rest of the way over. And overall, this is really just the combat system in a nutshell. You run around, you do stuff. Oh, let me just finish this fight, and I want to go over a second gripe. Just quickly mop these guys up. There we go. Auto move stop. You press X to do that. You can see these tiles. On the minimap, they have the little caution stripes on the screen. You can see that there's spikes, and other places they're like lava or miasma or stuff. These normally will deal damage to you, but they will not deal damage to you if you have the Demon Chronos equipped. Now, let's see. Where am I again? Over here. So if I want to find the next one, it's all the way over here. Bloody hell. Annoying. Okay, whatever. Let's head over the controlled circle and I can show you the mechanic. But essentially, with the thing about those damage things, that they're supposed to, you know, you walk on them, they deal damage to you. Okay, interesting dungeon mechanic. Problem is, there are 2 ways to subvert them. Because normally, okay, you took damage, that means I have to heal, so I have to consume an item, or I have to consume mana to cast a healing spell. But there's Chronos who just allows you to ignore them completely. And even if you don't ignore these tiles completely, so many enemy fights, even if you don't ignore them completely, the healing staff will bypass that. Here, let me show you what's going on here. Concentrate, skills, I'm just going to use the item training to use a double. Go back to the top. These staves basically cast magic if you use the item. They have infinite uses. I'm just going to use it on someone with full HP because why not? Basically, they just allow you to heal infinitely for no cost other than keystrokes. Although in battle, it's more balanced because they're not necessarily the strongest items in the game. So yeah, there's that too. But essentially, those combined, I'll have to show you after I change my demon away from Chronos. So let's take off Chronos, put on Comet. Let's just get into this little fight here. Place a gem. Open this menu up. This is one of the few menus that actually makes use of the touchscreen. essentially you just pick whatever gems you want. The nameless gem allows you to just get any random item. Of note here is that the special gems in the middle are the special gems I mentioned earlier. Artifact gem, it's just that these are extra rare, so I feel like getting an artifact out of this. Also, I've noticed is that normally if you dump more gems into this, you will get more items, but I could be horribly wrong about that. So anyways, onwards onto a fight. Oh god, not this thing. Alright. Mars, get out of here. Need some help, concentrate, special, concentrate, skills, special, holy shield, skills, special, concentrate, start battle. Alright. Terrabane, rush attack, put the shield back up, snipe, see what happens. 1, 38, 36. Did I actually manage to poison him? I couldn't read the text. Let's see. Concentrate. Okay, let's see. Down below half health. Okay. I can just spam my way to victory then. Because before, this guy was actually murdering my party really hard. Let's see, I got mana heal 1 as one of the passives. I also got a samurai katana plus 7. Like, normally this guy is one of the more difficult monsters, so whatever. Anyways, let's beat that guy up. Now then, since I do not have Chronos, let's head back to the danger tiles. Now see here, if I walk on them, on the right side of the screen you can see everyone's taking damage. You can see every single time I take damage. Now, why do I think this mechanic is a little bit iffy? Because, again, the healing staff. Use healing staff. Just use and use. Heal you up to full. Next person, heal you up to full. Next person, heal you up to full. And that's how you have to do it every single time. Earlier on in the game, these things become really annoying because they basically like nuke off half your health, but later on you can see that it does some pretty nominal damage. Either way, it's just like, this mechanic would be interesting. Like, when you see this mechanic for the first time at the Mars boss fight, I was like, okay, this game is forcing me to walk over this flaming hot pit of lava to get to Mars. At that point in the game, I don't necessarily have access to the healing staff. And if I would then have to heal it back up, because Mars beats the shit out of you when you face her for the first time. So it's like, okay, I have to either consume mana so I can heal up before the boss fight, or I have to consume items to heal up before the boss fight. There's a trade-off. The mechanic matters. This mechanic, as soon as you either A, discover the healing staff, or B, get Chronos, or both, the mechanic stops mattering at all. It just becomes a pain in the ass to deal with. It's like, okay, I guess I always have to equip Chronos if I feel like getting through the dungeon. Like, it just, conceptually, it's great, but they just put so many measures to counteract it that just like, no, why? Why would you do that? You ruined your own mechanic. Why? Either way, I don't know, that's basically about it for the dungeons, actually. Like, that really is about it. It just resolves the rest of the way. Like, just, you fight more enemies, and you do shit. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, really, this is mostly what you will be running around doing. You'll be gathering items, you'll be killing monsters. You have the boss fights, but so far I've seen zero variety in the boss fights. They're basically just overstatted enemies. They will occasionally spawn ads that'll block for them. They throw out strong attacks, and that's about it. Honestly, I found the trash packs to be more exciting, especially the ones that constantly shift formations, the one that cause you to shift formations sometimes, like the frog enemies that will trap your allies, forcing you to fight a few people down, and forcibly change your formation. The trash packs are actually really interesting. It's just the bosses, at least the first 4, are the same thing. So, I don't know. Either way. Oh, by the way, actually, you know what? Let's go die. Shall we? I actually haven't seen this before yet. Because all these signs say like danger, creature just ahead. Need Neptune before our week. Like danger, danger, danger. Like, you know what? Let's do it. Leroy Jenkins. I have no idea what's happening. Okay, sure, a boss fight. I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked, especially since I don't have Chronos for defense, but... Okay, Midgard Vein. Special, concentrate, skill, special, holy shield. I have no idea what's going on here, and I will probably lose horribly, but... let's see, quickly. I forgot about this. Open Demon, Mars. Okay, skill, special, /1. Let's go. Let's see what happens. That could be worse. Let's see. /1. Okay, they're down to half, so that's not too bad. Rush attack. Shoot. Okay, put the holy shield up. Get you to... Where the hell are these items? I hate navigating this menu. Seriously, they could have sorted this a lot better. Like, you just look at the description down bottom. You can see that it keeps jumping around. Like, why? Why would you just sort your menu like this? God damn it. Got rid of most of the Midgard veins. But really, those are just like ads that deal occasionally show up and piss you off. Okay, last Midgard vein is out of the way. Oh, that's why. He inverted my formation. Whistle. Holy shield, attack. Up. Okay, fine, switch gear. You also have 2 gear sets, you can switch them in the middle of battle. Rush attack real fast. Oh, damn it, he cast Whistle before I had to switch. Never mind. Ah, shoot. Heals quickly? Seriously? Okay. Concentrate. Special. Put your good gear back on. Wonderful concentrate. Skill. Special. Holy shield. Attack. Do I actually do enough damage to hurt this damn thing? Seriously. That is why I use Mars all the time. Let's see. I'm putting a decent dent into this Midgard heart. Alright. Do it again, I guess. Below half? So why was everyone yelling like, oh, so dangerous, must defeat Neptune first? What's going on here? I guess it wasn't nearly as bad. Okay, so he just healed up a ton. That's okay. I think I can out-DPS this. I still have enough DP to keep Mars out. Oh, he went down. If there's another boss after this, I'm gonna cry. No, just beat the snot out of him. Okay, sweet. Increase healing stat. Just stack healing stat. Midgard Tooth. It's a weapon. Huh, I guess that wasn't as bad as I was expecting.
That's crazy! You're amazing! Right.
Need to defeat Neptune, my ass. I've only defeated Hermes. Looks scary, but keep trying, you can do it. As usual, Chronos healers spell easy win. I agree with that completely. Chronos just sits there, tank everything. But I don't have Chronos this time. Easy win, immediately defeated content. I agree with these guys. Like, these guys, like, everyone in the area says, oh crap, it's horrible. But no, that wasn't hard at all. Either way, let's head back and I'm gonna give my verdict on this. Would I recommend this game? Oops. Would I recommend this game? I would say yeah. This game has pretty damn good replayability. I mean, this is NIS. This is an NIS game. It's gonna have replayability no matter what. But even so, it's just, this feels like it has great replayability. I'm enjoying the dungeon crawling content. I mostly gripe about the bosses because I don't think that they're particularly interesting. That could change a few hours down the road. The customization is pretty damn good. Oh shoot, did I completely forget to show you artifacts? Let me quickly show you that. This is why I think the customization is good. You can basically give cross-class skills using the artifact system. Let's tack on... Oh, what the hell? Why do I need that? Equip artifact. For double mana heal 1, because why not? Either way, it's like you have great class customization. You have a lot of things that you will want to grind for, a lot of side objectives. The main story, like some people say, it's like, oh, it's perverted. No, there are a couple notable perverted scenes, but seriously, it's standard fantasy fare with a lot of sexualized character designs, which is to be expected, really. And like at this point, I'm just desensitized to it. Either way, it's just, you know, this is a well-designed game. I will say that it does end up being very safe and samey, but it's well-designed. It does exactly what it needs to do. It does what it says on the tin. What more could you really demand from a game these days? Especially considering the number of train wrecks that have kind of come out over the past couple of years, really. Either way, it's just like, would I recommend this game? Yeah. If you think you're interested in something for a dungeon crawler, by all means, go ahead. There are a couple of flaws in the systems where a couple of the systems kind of just override each other. But other than that, it's a dungeon crawler. It's a first-person dungeon crawler. It does the job properly. I've got a ton of small gripes, but none of them have prevented me from enjoying the game. My name has been VSin. Thanks for watching.